Hey guys, Maxwell here with Z1 Off-Road, and today we're installing this switch relocation harness. What this does is allows you to relocate the switches from the left side to the right side or vice versa. If you don't like your layout or you've added things that you want in certain areas, switches in certain positions, this allows you to get the layout that you want for your setup. All right, so we've got our battery negative disconnected. Now we're going to pull some trim panels and dash panels to get access to the switches that we're gonna relocate. So the first thing we're gonna do is pull the switch that we wanna relocate somewhere else, and that's this parking switch here. So you're just gonna need a pick or a trim pulling tool like this. There's a seam under this, this panel. We're gonna try to wedge this, this flat-edged trim pulling tool into that seam, and then we're just gonna give it a nice firm tug, and it should just pop right out. So what I did just then was just force this wedge into that seam, and you see it kind of popped out. So with this wedge still behind that edge, we're just gonna kind of pull straight towards the back of the vehicle. So, and it's loose. Next thing we're gonna do, you can see all of the harnesses right here. We're gonna unplug all of these. We'll go through one by one and show you how to unplug each of them, as they're all kind of different. I've got my pick here just to get a better angle on some of the areas we need to press on to get these harnesses to release. So, there you go. This one you can just do with your hand. It just, you push straight down on this area right here, pull straight back. These three are all really similar. These two are the inverse of this one, so they're just upside down compared to this green one here. So I'm gonna use my pick. I'm just gonna push down on this, pull back gently. Next, I'm gonna do this big one over here. It's on the tongue is on the driver's side that you're gonna wanna press on. So gently with a pick. There you go. And the last two, I can get with my hand. It's very similar to this one. You just wanna press on this area right here, just gently. So there's one, there's two. All right, so with that out of the way, and this panel pulled, we need to get this backing plate off to get our switches removed. So it's just 3 Phillips head screws right here. So I've got a Phillips head screwdriver. You are gonna reuse these, so hang on to them. This panel's gonna go right back in once we get our switches pulled. With those 3 screws removed, the backing plate that holds these switches in now should just either fall right out, or you just kind of gently press it out by pushing on one of these buttons. So that's what we're after. Set that to the side for now. And here's where you can relocate both switches, just one of them. You could swap them if you wanted. But the important thing to note is that these are color coded. So you've got, this one's blue, this one's gray, and the third one that is the same profile, but we're not going to be using for this install, is green. That plugs into this module here. You can actually see it says green in text right there. The color coding matters. However, there's also keying. So the polarization of the position of the connector, you can see there's a little channel right here, whereas the channel on the blue one is further, or is closer to the bottom here. The green one is the same way. It's got polarization. So it's really hard to mix up the factory connectors. Now our harness is universal, which means it has positions for all of the polarities. So as you can see, you could plug any of those 3 into this same connector. The important thing to note is just that when you run this over to the other side, under your steering wheel and under your dash, that you remember which one is which. If you have multiple, it might be a good idea to just label them with some blue painter's tape, just so you don't forget. If we're just doing one for now, it's going to be kind of hard to forget because there's only one option. This is a universal connector, so don't swap them up. So as for getting the switches removed, I like to use a pick. You can use something like a razor blade, maybe a flathead screwdriver, something with a little bit of prying and kind of a sharper edge to get under the lip we're going to pry against. So this tongue right here, there's 2 sides. It's on the top and the bottom. We're relocating this parking switch, so I'm just gonna kind of get my pick under here gently. As I'm doing that, I'm gonna hold the bracket in my hands. Be careful that you don't put too much leverage on this edge. See, like I'm doing now. See that edge starting to bend? We don't wanna break that, so we're gonna go from the side corner best we can. You see that tooth just jumped its hole right there. We wanna keep applying pressure because we don't want it to just fall back into place. And as we come over to the other side, we're just gonna do the same thing. Pry up, And there we go. We got our switch out. This is what we're going to be taking to the other side, but we've got to get what we want to go back into here. So let's run over to the other panel and figure out where we're going to put our switch. So we want our parking sensor switch that we already pulled from the middle panel. We want that to go in this position here. We've got a blank. So we're going to take this blank out and relocate it into that bracket, and then we'll have a position for our switch to go in. So let's get this panel pulled. It's not hard at all. The first thing we're going to want to do is there's a Phillips head screw under this your hood release latch. We're just going to take that guy out. All right, so there's our screw. And now with that removed, I should be able to just kind of firmly pull on the bottom of this panel. There we go. So with this panel pulled, there's again that backing bracket that we're going to want to get on the back of this panel. So what we want to do is get this bracket, this top one, off. We're going to have to unplug some connectors just to get a little better access. So that one, same connector as the one we're working with actually. That guy out of the way, and there's our bracket. So we want to go right here. We're going to do the same thing we did on the other side and just apply some light pressure on the back to the inside of this blank right here. I'm going to do that with my middle finger. Gently pry up with a pick. There we go, just popped right out. So now we'll grab the switch we wanted to relocate. That's our parking switch. And from the front, we're just going to slot that guy right in, just like that. So you'll notice these two connectors happen to be the same. That just happened to be because of which switch we chose and where we put it. We'll just want to make sure we get the right connector plugged in the right spot. So because I know I just added this switch, I'm going to go ahead and plug this guy back in so I don't mix them up. Putting that bracket in now, just re-threading those coarse thread screws we took out a second ago. We've got our bracket back in. We've got our switch relocated to the position we wanted in. We're going to start plugging the original harness into the switches that are still there. So this is our blind spot detection. That's going to go right back in. There we go. And you can see we still got one port left, and that's where our new harness comes in. We're going to plug this in to the factory harness on the vehicle where we unplugged our switch originally. And then this end is going to plug into the switch on the other side of the dash. We'll run this length across and zip tie it into place so it doesn't fall into the footwell while we're driving, and should be good to go. So the harness I unplugged is this gray one. Just going to plug this right into our harness. We're going to run this guy. There's a gap kind of behind this panel that you can just feed this through. And if you kind of angle towards the steering wheel, you should be able to just feel it behind the panel. Just like that. You can see what I did was just reach under this trim panel here and thread this guy through. So the one we plugged into is the same connector we just pulled out of the switch that we relocated. So this would have originally plugged straight in to the parking sensor switch. It's that gray connector. It's polarized for the parking position sensor switch. Just plugged our harness straight into that. And then we're running our harness, which is this guy. Gonna kind of pull that taut and run it across the dash. So we're gonna leave what we ran across just loose for now. We'll button that up here in a second, but we're gonna get this guy reinstalled. So the next step is to take the blank that we pulled from the position that the switch is now in and just put that where we got the switch from. Just kind of from the front, just gonna firmly press until it clicks into place like that. Put this back on our front trim panel. I'm gonna grab those 3 screws we took out of this panel from earlier and just thread those back into place so that bracket's held on. So there we go, there's our new layout. We get all these things buttoned back up and put this back in. It's really hard to get this wrong because every connector is unique. I'm gonna start from the middle and work my way out, I think, because that'll give me the most working area. So this panel is done. All that's left is to just push it back into place, so you wanna make sure it's lined up. There we go, that's back installed. So this is our harness that we ran through those trim panel gaps a second ago. Just gonna run that behind this panel. I like to go above this metal bracket just so there's another point that it's kind of held up by. It's not hanging too low. So all I did was just put it on top of this metal bracket. And then this harness, this connector plugs straight into the back of the switch that we wanted on this side, just like that. So all that's left is So just push this panel back into place, get our screw in. Grab the zip ties that came with the harness in the package, and we're gonna just put these on the harness under the main panel in the driver's footwell, just to get this out of the way. Really, zip tie anywhere. It's not a specific spot you're supposed to go to, just somewhere where that harness is held up out of the way. All right, so I've got my negative terminal reconnected. So the next step is just a quick function check, and we're done. So what I'm gonna do, turn on the truck, just like normal. So you can see that light's on, which means the parking sensor is on and active, just like anytime you start your truck, it's normal. And when we push this button, we should see a parking sensor off notification on the dash, just like normal function. So I'm gonna go ahead and push it. You can see it's behind the tachometer needle here, but that indicates that we're turning the parking sensor on and off. You'd want this if you're really looking for that custom setup, just familiar to you. Shop now at z1offroad.com and pick up your Switch relocation harness today.